AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. I sound good?
Yeah, much better.
Come on, man. We had a little technical difficulties. Apologies from the bottom of my heart, baby. Fabian perspective. Expect it, so accept it. You heard the intro. They don't like comentario. Suscribe. AllBall. Dame dato.
Enough said. Let's get to
it. You kidding me? Hold on. We got to turn up. I'm lucky Flea's not here. Would have cursed us out by now. Game 5.
Let's get to it.
We heard you guys talking after game 4. A lot of you Pacer fans, I don't know where you came from. See a lot of fake Pacer fans who were 76ers fans. I see that too. Because we whooped y'all out. Now you want to root for the Pacers. The Pacers. Never had fans in my life. I never seen a Pacer fan in my life. Got spanked. And they're at full strength, basically. What's your excuse? Knicks ain't playing no games. Looks like my guy. Come on, man. You know who set it off. One of the guys that set it off. AllBall. You know one of them guys that set it off. Of course he did. But we got the real, pushing P.
Yeah.
That's what pushing P.
Back your punk, back your punk ass up.
Huh?
You even know who you are. Get out of here. Yeah, protocol over here, man. It's a pecking order. Who are you? Yeah, come on. That's the problem with the league today. There's no pecking order. Who are you? You ain't got no stripes to be running up on nobody. Get out of here. The best players ain't even doing that on the team. Who are you? Man with the dreads. Come on, man. Back your punk ass up.
Huh? Shout out to everybody in the chat, like they say, man. I see you guys in the building. Can't wait to get in here. Christian Castillo.
Big shout out. Yes, big shout out to everybody in the building.
The mic sounds nice. Check 1. The mic sounds nice. Check 2. Jay Boogie, what's good, man?
Y'all see the game. Y'all see the game face.
You ain't playing no game. It ain't over yet. See, we celebrating, but we know what it is. We went into game 5. Or at least I did, AllBall. You weren't on with me. You were at chilling with shout out to Webstar.
Oh, big shout out Webstar. Big shout out my guy Joe. I was at Lighthouse Seafood Restaurant on 117th between Pleasant Avenue, and I happened to be watching the game with the owners of Lighthouse. And guess where they from? Gary, Indiana. 2 brothers, good brothers though. Hospitality, beautiful. But Lord have mercy, was I flaming them.
Hold up. Speaking of keeping it business, the one and
Yo. What up?
It's only right.
What up?
Flea, what up, baby?
Private jet.
What's the deal?
Yeah. You see him. Let's see.
We got it.
We back. We back.
We got the money. We got the juice.
We back, baby.
We got the juice. What up?
Huh? Are we live?
Big Flea. Ready to rock. What we got?
Yo, hold on, Flea. What our guy say? Fuck pushing P. I got over here pushing P.
I got it, man. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. They tried the front last night. They tried. Game 5 going into it. Last time I saw my man was walking around with his ankles out. He had a sachet around his neck.
Nasty.
He was doing all types of weird shit in Vegas. And now you want to act tough with our white boy? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Move around.
I see you standing next to Sexy Red. I see 2. Listen, before game 5, I was on live. Y'all was with me in spirit. I wish you would have seen me. You know how critical I am of Tibbs. When that lineup popped out, AllBall, and it said Deuce McBride, I kind of went past it kind of fast. Then I reread it. I said, wait a minute, Deuce McBride is starting. Oh my God. I went crazy. The chat went crazy. Everybody went crazy.
Game ball goes to Deuce McBride. Game ball, here you go, Deuce McBride. Everybody played great, but the game ball.
I don't know, Flea. Hartenstein might get that, Flea.
They share it. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's only
yeah.
because he woke up. I've seen Hartenstein do that.
But hold on, I gotta
Clean the
give
glass.
I gotta
I've
give
never seen some. He erased Haliburton.
gotta give a shout out to
Get
your
into
guy
it, all,
Precious though. What Precious had about 3 blocks?
Amazing.
So let's get into
game.
it. Game 5 reaction officially. Pressure's the truest. You want to start there, all ball? What did you see? What was the first indication? Like, wait a minute. All right, we're not playing any games today.
Well, the first thing was the lineup. I was surprised. I didn't like it at first. Because remember in the first quarter, we was getting out rebound. We was looking real little over there. But we figured it out. But let me say this real quick. Remember in the Philly series, I was saying we got to get tough. McConnell and them guys, certain plays was punking us. And last night, when we show fight, when we show toughness, we a whole different ball club. Get a technical foul. Don't get thrown out the game. But if you got to mush somebody, if you got to get in somebody's face, if you got to call them, you know what, do that. Because at the end of the day, that's who we are as New Yorkers. But let me say this. I got to give Tom Thibodeau credit, but I understand guys like Burks, Precious, when they on the floor, they got to do things to make Tom Thibodeau want to keep them on the floor. And they did that. He put the trust in them. They put the work in. I'm going to be honest. When I knew he was going to win the game, Brunson looked fresh. I didn't see no limp. I didn't see him hobbling. I seen him refresh. So for me, when we got a healthy Brunson, I'm going to be honest. At this point, he's like, Mike, we got a shot against anybody. I know it sounds crazy, but Flea, I'm rolling till the wheels fall off. Listen, you telling me if I make the same bet and I keep winning, why I'm going to change my bet? This man right now is Superman. And when I seen him looking healthy, looking revived, looking good, looking fresh on the court, I said, Indiana's in trouble. In trouble. Steven Chisholm didn't even have a good game. We didn't even need him. But once again, he brought the toughness. And that's what I want to see from New York. If we're going to go out on your shield. Go out on your shield. So listen, man, Flea said something, and I'm going to let Flea go. The game ball goes to Deuce, Hartenstein. So big shout out to our Knicks. Big shout out to Tom Thibodeau. But big shout out to those guys that win. Brunson, 40-piece. And I told people earlier, right now, Brunson is the new Oprah Winfrey. You get a 40-piece. You get a 40-piece. You get a 40-piece. Everybody gets a 40-piece. Listen, no matter who's in his way, he giving them 40, Flea. The floor is yours, my brother.
I want to hold off on that the Brunson talk, because y'all ain't ready for this. You ain't ready. I heard the IG live earlier. Zay, the hell are you smoking? We'll get to the Brunson talk in a second. Big Flea, are we live? What was the game 5 reaction?
Yo, man, listen. I was jumping up and down in here, off the walls in here, at just how we came out and played, right? What do I always talk about with our Knicks? Energy, effort, right? Guys going out there and playing a whole 48 minutes, right? That was embarrassing, game 4.
First 5 minutes you always talk about.
Always the first 5 minutes. Like, that was embarrassing, right? Game 4 was embarrassing. We looked gassed. We looked like we didn't have it. And we looked like a completely different ball club in game 5 last night. I am extremely, extremely impressed with the move to go small and start Deuce McBride. I thought that gave us another ball handler, right? Because what Indiana was doing was just putting a little pressure on us to get the ball across half court. And then by the time we get it across half court, we already 14 seconds left into the shot clock. And now we're trying to get into our stuff. And we're almost rushed, right? We're almost rushed into what we're doing. Now we got another ball handler. We get the ball across half court. Now we got a whole 24-second shot clock to really work with it and get into what we want to get into. So I thought that was really smart by Tibbs. It goes both ways with him in regards to what AllBall was saying. Yeah, the guys got to do what they have to do to stay on the floor, but Tibbs has to trust them. He has to trust them. Alec Burks has been great for the last 3 games, not just last night. He's been good for the last 3 straight games, right? And so now you understand that, yo, this dude is a professional. He may not play all season. I may not call his number every single game, but it's playoff time. We hurt. We down guys. I need a guy to come in and hit shots, handle the ball, be a tough vet. He slapped the shit out of Jackson. Like, yo, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Right? And then laughed about it after. I don't know if y'all saw him smiling and cheesing after it. And then the refs got him with a tech. And I don't know if y'all saw him say, yeah, they got me. They got me. Right? So we need that type of energy coming off the bench, especially, you know, when we missing some of our tougher guys, a Randall, a OG, a Mitchell Robinson. When we could get Alec Burks to get in there and really, you know what I mean, shake up a little bit, I like that. I want to take a moment, though. I said that, you know, the game ball goes to Deuce McBride, right? Hartenstein was great, 17 rebounds. Josh Hart, 18 and 11. Obviously, you can't say enough about Jalen Brunson. Almost 44 points last night was incredible. They had nobody that could guard that dude. Like you said, everybody gets a 40 ball. Nembhard, you get some. Naismith, you get some. TJ McConnell, you dirt, you get some.
Exactly.
Everybody was getting some. Everybody was getting some last night. But I have to. I've been screaming about Deuce McBride for the last 3 months, right? You start Deuce, first time he's ever started a playoff game. This dude shoots 7 for 15, 17 points, 4 assists, and completely erases Tyrese Haliburton. We had no clue where Haliburton was last night. Where was he? Couldn't find him. That's a big tribute to Miles Deuce McBride. Bigger. I don't want to hear shit about nothing else. He was not aggressive. He this, he that. Nah. Deuce had him in hell. In hell. He couldn't get into any rhythm, right? You didn't see him doing all that chirping about you can't. He's a front runner. He's a front runner. I don't even know if I like him anymore.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if I like him anymore. Because I understood the humility and the humble act that he was working with, you know, in terms of, you know, being the guy that's the underdog and all that kind of stuff. But that goofy talk he was doing in Indiana, talking about guys can't guard you, and I'm like that, and people talking about he's better than Brunson because he led the league in assists, and he's a USA team member. Yeah, all right. Smoke. You can't find this goofy. You can't find him. Can't find him. So big shout out to Deuce McBride, man, because he absolutely did exactly what Tom Thibodeau instructed him to do. Be another ball handler. Go in and hit open shots. Play tough. Fight through screens. Everything that you ask him to do, he's done. And we're here with the rest of our people, up 3-2, headed back to Indiana. I'm feeling good. Feeling very good.
Well, that being said, you just confirmed you brought home who my game ball goes to. Deuce McBride, all these guys played well. They look great. I mean, this is they came out way better than in game 4. So we saw the difference in all that. But like I said, when I saw Deuce McBride was in the starting lineup, it didn't matter what the end result was. It was, okay, chess move. What you're going to do about this? He removed a Chua started game 4. Let's bring him off the bench. We got to spell Hartenstein. I don't care if he's tired. Go do your thing. If not, we'll bring an Chua in there. Deuce McBride is going to chase around Haliburton, like you said, Flea. Hart still started. DiVincenzo's in there. Still a 7-man rotation, by the way. Still a 7-man rotation. But I don't want to gloat just yet.
But you were right. You were right, Fabian. I just want to say something real quick. Go ahead. I'm going to let you finish, OG.
Yeah.
You were right, Fabian. Respectfully, Indiana ain't a great team. I'll walk that back. They're not a great team.
They're not a good team.
They're not a great team. They're not a good team. Let's keep it real. I understand we have injuries. There's no reason we should be in a dogfight series with them right now. No reason. We are the better team. Flat out the better team. Once we get that ball across half court and get, you know, past that initial defenders that they give us, they can't defend. They can't stop a nosebleed in a half court set. They're not that. Knicks in 6. We finished this in Indiana. We'll get to game 6 in a minute, I'm sure. But I had to look at them last night. They're not that good.
Fabian, real quick, all right, you got Brunson, you got DiVincenzo, Hart, Deuce, McBride. Off the bench, you got Precious and Burks. Who's the eighth man?
There's no eighth man. Can't.
Right, no, I'm saying, so when you said he's only playing 7, I'm thinking you saying that sarcastic.
No.
Was I all right? I was wrong. I apologize.
No,
all right, go ahead.
I guess we're all right. You can't bring in 8 guys. Jericho Sims can only come in if somebody's hurt, if somebody needs a breather badly, if Achua goes down. That's the only way at this point, because he really does look lost out there. I put some tape out there from yesterday from Rit Holtzman. He's from the Knicks film tape. He's always put on a great thread. He said, quick thread on a very slight but very cool adjustment made by New York Knicks in Game 5 that altered a single possession and has to be attributed to this stud's preparation and attention to detail. That's a young Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, I could tell. Look at your man, young Tibbs.
So Rit Holtzman goes into OG Anunoby goes in the third quarter of Game 2 with his injury, right? OG went down in Game 2 in the third quarter. Right. Carlisle will call out a play called slob. So this is Siakam right above the free throw line. He'll isolate on Josh Hart a lot. And it's the first time we saw it in Game 2, they said, I guess after OG went down. So he will attack Hart when OG went down. And he went through a series of plays where Game 3, same thing. They call out the play from the sideline. It's always after a timeout or after a dead ball. Boom, again, isolate Josh Hart. One-on-one. He scores on them. That was Game 3. Game 4, Tibbs yells out apparently ISO. So they saw the same play. Pacers ran the slobs out Siakam versus Hart again twice, and he scored on both. Knicks now know it's coming. So hey, listen, you know I'm critical, but I give my props when this dude. Tom Thibodeau deserves the game ball. Of course, all our players are healthy. It's a 7-man rotation, but going into the first half, after the first half, Josh Hart played 18 minutes. He did not play 40 minutes. He was not going to play 48 minutes. He did everything. I don't want to say perfectly because he won, but you can't blame him at all whatsoever. To switch on that, the attention to detail, maybe you lose a game or two against the Pacers because they do run a play like that if OG goes down. But we do have a guy who's out there playing in general. And boy, oh boy, does Rick Carlisle lose a lot of points, in my opinion, as a coach. He ain't who I thought he was whatsoever. How the hell do you not play TJ McConnell at this point? You have Haliburton out there doing what?
But you know what? Good. I'm sorry. Good. I thought you was finished. Good.
No. If you're a Pacers fan, AllBall, are you really happy? You're not saying, yo, I don't even care what the score looks like, bro. Let TJ McConnell out there instead of Haliburton. He's a front runner, like Flea said. I lost total respect for Haliburton. You know I was a big Haliburton guy.
Oh, you was big on this dude. That dude is a front runner. That dude, he's a good player. He's a great player. Even I'm not even about to sit here and act like he's not one of the better players in the league. He's a great player, 1,000%. But he got caught up because he even got caught up in that series with Dame. I don't know if y'all saw that. He was going back and forth with Dame. Dame had to call him a B. And Dame don't do that too. He's a young guy, right? Dame, I never really catch Dame getting in the back and forth tete-a-tete with younger players.
But all right, so let's transition to this. AllBall, before you get to, I don't know if it's part of what you were gonna say, but let's transition to, hey, who's the best point guard in the game right now? Because this is personal.
Hold on, before y'all say that, let me just say this real quick. You gotta give Tom Thibodeau, the coaching staff, and the players the props for exploiting all the guards that can't guard Brunson. They kept running that pick and roll. He shot 35 shots for a reason, because they know he couldn't be stopped. That was the game plan. Put him in that pick. Your man Brunson, Haliburton, he runs away from Brunson. He don't want no smoke.
He don't want no smoke.
None. So for them to allow him to shoot 35, for them to know he's healthy, he's rested, and they know who can't guard him. Listen, man, that was a masterpiece. That was a chess move. No, we're gonna let our one guy flame y'all.
OG,
no problem.
OG, we took 101 shots yesterday. 101 total shots we took yesterday. Do you know that 29 of those shots are strictly off of offensive rebounding. Strictly
Crazy.
off of offensive rebounding.
Crazy.
Right? So just think about the extra possessions we got from cleaning the glass. I think we almost doubled them up on the glass. We had like 53 rebounds to their 29 rebounds, right?
Right.
Like completely took them out of that. And to your point, at some point, Carlisle has to be the great coach that he is and make a business decision and say, hey, I'm going to keep player X on you. And that's going to be that.
He gave up last night, Flea.
I could feel that because here's the thing. The best guy on that team that defends Brunson the best, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is Naismith. Naismith is a little bigger and he's a little longer, right? So he's the one that I feel like gives Brunson the most, issues.
But Brunson put him in foul trouble early.
Right. And so I guess you got to go to other defense. Nembhard can't do nothing with him. And I feel like McConnell's too small. McConnell's tough, but he's too small.
Listen,
right?
Carlisle threw in the towel last night, and this is a fact. Brunson could have had 50, 60 last night. He missed some shots that he usually make. I think Rick Carlisle just threw in the towel. And I think he realizes they're not good enough. And I'm going to say this before I let y'all go. I wanted to make this point before I forget. I've been saying in the beginning of the season when they was making the comparisons with Haliburton and Brunson. He's a good player. I don't think he's a great player. I don't think he's a superstar. I don't think he's an all-star. I know that's going overboard, but I'm just being honest. I don't care about him averaging 12, 13 assists. You know why he does that? Because he wants to. He's not the only player that can do that, Flea. Guys don't care about it. Luke is averaging 10 assists. Listen, he's not the player that you build around. He's not the guy. They try to catapult him. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I do not ever want to hear Haliburton versus Brunson ever in life. Listen, he has a shot that if he's not wide open, he can't get it off. He has the worst handle I've ever seen a point guard have. He has no handle. Yeah, he could get up and down the court, but listen, man, no disrespect. When it comes to that, Flea, Haliburton ain't nowhere near special, bro. I don't see it.
But let's get into that, Flea. Let's get into what the difference is, and even where you have Haliburton at, and why he's not Brunson. But if you want to double down on what AllBall said or disagree, please.
Yeah, no, I agree with OG. You know, I allow him to go up another level than me. You know, I kind of try to stay here. But he go. You know, and I love that. But my thing is with Haliburton is that's just the next level for him. Right now, he can't score at the level that a Brunson, a Trae Young, a Damian Lillard, a Steph Curry, a Kyrie Irving, a Luka Doncic. Like he can't, a CJ McCollum even, right? Tyrese Haliburton, I don't think has the ability yet or has figured out that he may have that in his game or not, that he can go and when they are in situations like they were in yesterday, give me the rock and let me take y'all home. He don't have that yet. Brunson got that. And to be honest with you, we see SGA. I left SGA out, excuse me. Like, you know, those guys could take it up another notch in terms of putting the ball in the basket. What is basketball about at the end of the day? Put that motherfucker in the rim. So if you can't do that at a high level, all the guys that I named, he can't do it on their level. Not even a Fox. A De'Aaron Fox is another guy that could fill it up. Haliburton has not shown me yet that he could put the team on his back. Facilitating is great. Every team needs one of those. But specifically this team right here, that's a big reason why you make that Siakam trade. Because you got to add some scoring. Because Haliburton hasn't figured out that I got to flip that switch and maybe become a 25-a-night point scorer. This is the era we're in. It's still the golden age of point guards where most point guards are coming into the league or who ascend. They are able to facilitate, but they are supreme bucket getters. He's not that. He's not that. And so that's for me, that's the huge difference between Brunson and him. Brunson gonna go get you 40. Like what you said. What you said, OG? You get 40, you get 40, you get 40, you get...
Come on, man.
Come on.
I think I found the perfect video that
Oprah, Jalen, Brunson, Winfrey. Everybody gets a 40. Come on,
40
man.
balls for everybody, free of charge.
I think I
We
found
ain't charging neither. Here.
the perfect video that summarizes Haliburton and his shenanigans and who he is.
I seen this earlier. Lord have mercy. These dudes just.
This is cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sing it. Yeah.
Killer. That's a killer right there.
Come on, bro. Come on, look.
He did the. I don't like how his shoulders is moving. I ain't like that.
You know, he got to be listening to Drake. That's if he not, I bet all y'all $2 right now. He listening to Drake.
I was gonna tell you, he looks like one of these. You know, I'm Dominican. Like one of these little flimsy Dominicano. I ain't gonna say it online, but you look crazy out here. I lost a lot of respect for him. But because I always knew he was soft. I always knew that was his problem. He was, too light in the ass. But there's this is remember the Knicks are taking this personal. We didn't draft him. That's the reason why a lot of Knicks fans we would watch him, and I watch his games in Sacramento. I still think to say you can't start a team, top 10 players in the league, he's up there, top 15. He's going to be in the conversation because
your conversation, not mine.
All right,
hold on, but just let the people know I've been consistent. I'm not saying that now because he had a bad game. I've been saying that when everybody jumped on the bandwagon, so I've been consistent with that.
There's no way I'm starting a team with Trae Young over him. Not happening. So
I am.
For me, I'm not. There's no way. Like he gets the ball rolling. He does. Who's his second best player? Siakam has proven he's about to lose $200 million. This guy.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Siakam looks.
Stop telling the world that. You lying to them. You lying to the people. Siakam is going to get money from whoever is going.
His second best player is a most improved player in a champion. What are you talking about?
Let's all right, but let's rephrase that statement. Siakam's about to rob whoever for $200 million. There's a big difference.
I disagree.
I disagree with
that. I disagree. Bro,
they should have got swept. This team is you're supposed to be a defensive whatever you are. You didn't bring that to the table. What is he really doing out there? Offensively, he just what?
His personnel, but the personnel though, Fabe, like we go back to the middle of the season, maybe a quarter of a way through the season when the Indiana Pacers were the highest scoring team in the league, right? They were points per game. They were the highest scoring team. I know that you remember vividly that press conference where Rick Carlisle is up there saying, like, I mean, that's cool, but how long? What was the analogy? How long are you gonna be okay with having the prettiest girl when she's not smart, right? So like, you could score the ball, but you can't defend. So it's like he don't have the personnel to be a great defensive team yet.
Yeah, that's on Carlisle. But Carlisle lost a lot of points for me, Fleet. There's no way you're supposed to. What we complained about defensively for the Knicks in general early on or a couple years back was Tibbs didn't have his guys, right? And he would sit down everybody, and he was adamant about you're gonna sit down if I don't like you as a player. I don't see Carlisle doing that. How do you have guys there who play defense and you're not playing them? He's making big time mistakes. He's doing us a favor himself. Yeah,
he's doing us a favor because McConnell is a thorn in our side, man. And if that guy, if I'm him, I'm starting McConnell. I'm sorry.
McConnell's a punk.
No.
He can't guard. He's a punk.
He is free, but I'm just saying, to me, he's aggressive and he's just a little tougher. I don't think he's tough, but I'm saying as far as compared to the guards that they have attempting to guard Brunson, he still, to me, is the better option than the other guys.
I fully understand exactly what you're saying, OG. But I guess it's me. It's not you, and it's not Fabian, and it's not the people. I gave this Indiana team too much damn credit, and I'm pissed off at myself for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pissed off at myself for doing that. So now we talking about TJ. Get him the hell out of here.
Right. So, but that was my point to be like. I don't think he has the right team around him, Haliburton, because he can't. That guy's soft. He cannot. Like that's why I say Sacramento made the wrong trade because he's a dribble handoff guy. You have Sabonis there. he's going to play off of Sabonis well. He don't have that protection in Indiana. He don't have that kind of 1-2 punch over there. De'Aaron Fox does. De'Aaron Fox is great. He's a better scorer. I like him better. He has more. I think he's tougher. But in terms of a team dynamic,
But now we will really see what Hallie is going up against SGA 4 times a year, going up against Doncic and Luka. I mean, Doncic and Kyrie 4 times a year, going up against, like, we call it what you want. The Western Conference is slightly stronger. So if Hallie is in Saka, we'd actually get to see what he looks like against the cream of the crop.
But and that leads me to my point with Brunson. We can start with Brunson, best point guard in the game. The difference between him, the biggest difference between Brunson and him, and usually the great players, the MVP, is that I don't care what team I'm on. No, I am the system, like James Harden said. Brunson is the system. And I don't think he's a great passer, but when he realizes that you got to get everybody involved early, he adjusts. He has adjusted. He's gotten better. They've taken this personally. The Haliburton thing, he's created a gap. I was saying he was injured. Well, so was Brunson. Haliburton was injured. Okay, so was Brunson. He's on 1 foot for game 4. He hobbled out of game 2. That second half of game 2, Haliburton ain't doing that. He's running from coverage. At least Brunson will take a charge. He's just effective on both sides of the floor. He's a floor general still. No, he can't pass like Haliburton, but I think his 40 is a lot more dangerous than Haliburton's 40 because you're just standing around a half court. I think Brunson at this point, the way he was giving the ball up yesterday, and also his kind of motivation, again, it's that war, like, I'm getting behind this guy. He got that victory over us as fans, and I'm pretty sure as teammates. The guy who you just seen Ice Grill, Haliburton in the video right now is funny, but the way he spoke to Embiid at game 5 in Philadelphia was like, bro, what is all that? Haliburton's not doing that. He's crying still. I'm not getting behind that. He's a front runner. And just the leadership quality. Who's a better leader at point guard in the NBA than Jalen Brunson? Steph Curry don't lead like this, I don't think. This is a vocal leader. Not just lead by example. He's a vocal leader. Name him. We talk about this.
Who's a
better leader at point guard?
Right now? I got one.
Ooh.
Leadership. And I mean, and it's not an indictment on Jalen Brunson saying he's a poor leader, but I think Drew Holiday is excellent at leading from the point guard position. If we just talking about straight leadership, yeah, give me Drew.
How do you factor in? Because I don't want to disrespect Drew Holiday and people overlook Drew Holiday because his whole legend, his whole legacy is underrated. But do you factor in motivation with leadership? Because as a fan, I'm motivated behind Brunson. Do you think teammates are as motivated behind Holiday as they are Brunson?
I think only reason I brought up Holiday for the leadership skills, for the no nonsense, put your head down, and not literally, but no nonsense, put your head down and get to it, right? I just think I enjoy leaders that don't have to bark too much, right? Like Holiday is one of those. Brunson is one of those. I don't see Brunson doing a lot of barking. It's a lot of, like you said, lead by example. How I approach the game, I want you guys to approach the game. I look at a guy like Steph Curry. I look at a guy like Mike Conley, right? Like I look at these type of guys as great leaders from the point guard position. Because you could just flat out score the ball, to me, that doesn't mean, okay, you got to be the leader now because you are the best scorer. That just so happens to be Jalen Brunson for us. But everybody else, I think, from the point guard position, those couple of guys are solid for me. Chris Paul, another one. Like, just leadership.
Love you. I respectfully disagree. Those guys are great leaders, but I don't think they could lead the guys that Brunson is leading. If Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is hurt, I don't see Drew Holiday leading Derek White and them guys like this. And to me, that's the difference between Brunson and everybody else. I've seen Curry without Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Is he still great? Yes. But as far as leadership, like I said,
let me ask you a question, OG. Hold on before you keep going, because I want you to get in your bag with this, because
let's go.
Do you equate great leadership with strictly winning? Like, do you have to be winners to be equated as a great leader?
No. You have to win, but you don't have to always win, because you're not going to win them all. But I think a leader gets the most out of guys that maybe don't think they have that in them.
Mm-hmm.
Look what Chris Paul did with OKC that year. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not mistaken, did they go 7 games?
Mm-hmm. With Houston.
Right. So for me, I think that's what's getting overlooked about Brunson. And that's why I had him as the best point guard in the NBA for a while now. When I say he's better than Curry, Kyrie, I'm saying this season. I'm not saying career. But what he's doing, I've seen those guys with role players or guys that, injured, so they got to play with the bench guys. It wasn't pretty. Everybody that playing with Brunson right now is having career years. It's having career seasons. That's true leadership. The effort, the energy that they all give each other. Listen, man, the world is showing up for Jalen Brunson, bro. And Josh Hart, DiVincenzo Hartenstein, the whole organization understands that. And you know what they doing? They're allowing him to lead, and they following his lead. Once again, no disrespect to Drew Holiday, your leadership role ain't tough right now. Look at your squad. Let me see you do that with Derek White, Al Horford, with the role player guys. Let me see you hold it down for a whole season, become a 2 seed, and be competitive. And at the same time, you give it 30 or 40 balls. I'm being honest, Flea. I don't even see Steph Curry doing that. That doesn't make them not great leaders. But to me, that's what gives Brunson the edge for me. I ain't seen this before, Flea. And I've seen a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
This man, what he's doing.
You answered my question. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You answered my question, though.
And I'll just be real brief, 30 more seconds. What he's doing, he's leading us. Bruh, when the Knicks play, real quick, my guy from New Orleans was on live. Played at LSU. It's my brother, family. He said, yo, AllBall, I ain't a basketball head like y'all. I'm football. He said, but I love them dudes in New York. They dogs. He said, they got me rooting for him.
No. Tell him what he said. He said, Brunson is a hound.
Listen,
I heard
exactly.
He said, Brunson is a hound.
And you know what I asked him? I said, because people tend to say Brunson ain't a superstar. They only know him in New York. I said, how y'all feel about him in New Orleans? People know about him. And what he said, Flea?
He said, oh, yeah. We know, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He said, oh, yeah.
The Brunson effect is real in what he's doing as a leader. And I'm going to leave it at this, Fabian. He's leading without antics. Listen what I'm saying. He's not wearing weird clothes. He's not loud. Listen, a lot of these dudes is working the media. You know, somebody told me on live the other day why SGA is a superstar over Brunson?
Because of outfits?
Yep. Listen,
it's the era we in. So, but that separates whoever said that, and respectfully, no disrespect to them, but whoever said that, that's the difference between these conversations, what I be always having about the purists and about the people that buy into the bullshit that comes with basketball and sports media, right? Like when you're a purist of the game, you could jump out there and say Jalen Brunson is a superstar. He's the best player in the NBA, like you do all the time, OG. And you don't, when you turn off your phone, I know you go in the bathroom by yourself and believe everything you just said.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I know you do, because Brunson can put you in that position to do that, right? Some of these other guys, they don't put their fan base. We ain't fans of other fan base, but they don't put their fans in position to talk about their guy the same way we can. So I fully understand what you're saying about the leadership. I think you answered my question about it. If I understand you well, winning does play a big part in and how you look at leadership. How are you feeling about that, Fabian? Does winning equate to leadership? Does it matter? Does it not? What?
I think first of all, I have to commend AllBall. You know, we gotta give each other our props. To lead a fan base, the New York fan base. That's why it's legendary. You heard when Charles Oakley said, even though he was kind of crazy for stepping on his man like that, you know, Patrick Ewing, but then they all have always been whispers. I've been fighting off having a, you know, back and forth about Patrick Ewing, his leadership, missing the finger roll, all that. It's been back and forth. He said he was the best Knick since Clyde Frazier. Skipped over Carmelo because we've never seen this before, and we haven't seen it in New York because most of us have not seen them win. And back then, they had just this label of the best team in the league and how a team is supposed to be ran and organized. And if we feel this way, it took a lot. And the winning, it buys you credibility for everybody else watching from afar. It doesn't, like when you're here and you've been watching them, you realize like, yo, this is game in, game out. He's doing this. The winning is tricky though, to answer your question, because if you don't have the right team, it's hard to win. But I believe if Draymond's on this team, he ain't pulling no shenanigans. They're saying, yo, you got to go sit out for 20 games, but we don't want that around here. I think he's too vocal. I think he's a man, like when he talks, he's kind of like, I'm not motivated when Jalen Brunson talks. It's all action. His play, he does less talking when they lose. It was my fault. The same way they bigged up Ant-Man every day when they lost and he took it all on him. Brunson's been doing that. I gotta do better. And it comes from Jay Wright. When he went out there, he doubled down on Brunson and said, yo, that's right. Forget about what happened, take accountability, and you move forward. I did want to say,
Jay Wright said he didn't see this coming out of Jalen
really?
Brunson. The guy that recruited him out of high school said, I didn't even see this. I knew that he would be great. I knew that he would be a good point guard. I knew that he would be able to keep a job. I'm paraphrasing, but this is basically what Jay Wright is saying. I knew that he would be able to keep a job. He would be a long-time point guard. But this, he said, I didn't know. Absolutely did not see this.
Which led me to my other point. I don't know which other player you could bring their college teammates and then they win in the NBA like they did in college. Because even if whether we win the championship or not,
man.
Yeah, it's the same dynamic. It's the same dynamic.
Like,
crazy.
When y'all, we don't even talk about that enough. Like the joke is the Nova Knicks. But how many teams could you go back in history and look and say multiple teammates? Not just one or two, right? Clyde and Dream, they won a championship together in the NBA. They played together in college. But like, how many other guys could you really, and they've been together? This is
since teenagers. They were teenagers, and I heard Bill Simmons kind of reference it. He said he's getting into like that legendary New York legend, like not just the Knicks. And we've been saying that. I said, bro, this is like Derek Jeter. Like, I'm not a Yankees fan, but there's two guys I respect on the Yankees growing up. Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera, straight legends.
The closer.
They carry themselves. Yo, Mariano's the best. Maybe he's up there, top 5 pitchers, maybe. Just off action.
Just off of 3 outs.
Let me explain to y'all.
That ain't no 3 outs. That guy is a legend, bro. He used to
he's
outs.
He
used to give you hey Flea. He used to give y'all 9 outs a game. That guy's he's a maniac.
Yeah, that was crazy. But what Brunson is doing, like I said, people, we over exaggerate. I get it. But to see Kendrick Perkins turn into a New Yorker for a night, wear the New York hat. Big shout out Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan, he said he laid out the red carpet for him, sent the limo for him, took care of him.
Good Maybach.
Exactly. And did you see Kendrick? Listen, and that's my point. Until you experience something like that, you'll never understand why we are how we are. And now Kendrick Perkins understands. Bruh, what this young man is doing, he's become the hottest ticket in the NBA. Like, people don't want to say that, Flea, because remember, you got Ant-Man, legendary. You got the Joker. You still got Boston. But the hottest ticket is the New York Knicks in Jalen Brunson.
OG, watching the game last night, right? and most of the players, really, as the season has gone on, really, but definitely for the players, right? And you can't keep John Starks off the court. This dude can't stay off the court. He's chest bumping with Marbury.
Marbury can't stay in the seat.
Or him and Marbury are seated together, right? But then you look down the line. Larry Johnson, Patrick Ewing.
I seen Gerald Wilkins last night.
Gerald Wilkins, right? You see Tim Thomas. I saw Wilson Chandler at a game a couple months ago, right? You see all of these guys. Obviously, Bernard is in the house all the time.
Like Clyde, all of them. Yeah.
Clyde, all of them. Melo is in there. And, you know, Spree, John Watt. Like
Larry Johnson. Yes, it's crazy.
That is a legendary part of all of this. Like, that's the legendary part. Yeah, the Knicks are playing well, right? It's a team thing, so we can't get off of that. But the biggest reason why we are who we are is Jalen Brunson. And every Knick is supporting him right now. Every old Knick. I went and listened to some of the broadcasts because I haven't been able to hear, you know, I'm down here in Houston, so I don't get MSG. So I went and logged in and got a chance to listen to some of the play-by-play because I wanted to hear what Clyde. I didn't get a chance to hear Clyde talk about him at all this year. I heard Clyde talk about him one time, and I never hear Clyde say phenomenal. That's too easy of a word for Clyde. He could not stop calling this dude phenomenal. I was like, yo.
It's crazy,
man. It's crazy. Like, the effect that he's having on our team is crazy.
So you mentioned him, and I want to get to this because I don't hide nothing, man. I'm trying to help y'all learn how to master these YouTube algorithms. And this idiot got told about himself.
Oh my God!
I was watching this.
Not our guy. This is our guy.
No. I'm talking about Tracy. No, I'm talking about Tracy Morgan, our guy. Yeah. And hold on, before you play it, I want people to understand. I watched this numerous times this morning. He wasn't playing around.
No.
Look at his face.
Play it. And he snatched the mic from your man.
And give me that mic, Chris.
Yeah. Because y'all think it's a game. And hold on, before you play it, what I've been saying, bro, the disrespect is over. Bro, a lot of real New York Knicks fans, a lot of real New Yorkers, bro, they not going for that.
They're not going for that shit no more.
They ain't going for that, but go ahead. I'm sorry. I love this.
Knicks fan, iconic comedian.
Look, family,
bro. Family. Let me check something, Draymond.
Hold on. No, rewind that. Hold on, rewind that.
Fat kid love cake.
Rewind that. Go about my team. Rewind that. Fleet, just Fabian Fleet. Pay attention when he call him a fan.
Green in studio. I have an avid Knicks fan, iconic comedian, actor.
Family, bro.
Family.
Let me tell you something, Draymond. I love you like cook food. I love you like the fat kid love cake. Don't talk crap about my team. This is New York City, King. This is the home of King Kong. This is where he died, okay? The Warriors is from there, okay? This is how we get down. This is New York City. He can't hear you.
Period. Don't talk crap about my team, Draymond. I love you. Peace. All right, back to you guys.
Hey, Chris Haynes, only you would give Tracy Morgan a mic and no way to hear any kind of rebuttal.
He ain't giving him a mic. He
Draymond
took the
Green,
mic.
Man. That was well played.
That was a setup, Chris. Chris just called my phone. Chris, I was doing NBA TV, man. He called my phone, and now that's a setup.
Oh, that was yeah.
Wait, why does Knicks fans think I hate the Knicks, though?
Why do they?
Clown.
You did say you didn't like New York. No, that's a lie.
But I thought you said.
I told the truth about the team. And the truth about the team was it's a fluke.
That's why they don't like you.
But I didn't say
that their good season that they've had in the last whatever, you said is a fluke.
This year is what you said.
He said this year's team is a fluke.
Okay, so here's what I said.
Shut up, Vince.
I said
let him die by itself. Shut up,
winning
Vince.
right now. And it could be, I think it's a setup like the Atlanta Hawks in 2021.
Right.
And if you remember back to maybe 2016-17, the Portland Trailblazers paid all of those guys because they had that one good year, and then they got jammed up. And I think this New York Knicks team could be a setup to get jammed up. And now everybody mad at me like I hate the Knicks.
You know why?
You want to hear what Kenny said? Doesn't matter.
No, it don't matter because Kenny played too much, and I'm tired of him too.
Kenny held it down right there. Kenny held it down right there.
Nah, but he's supposed to check. He's supposed to check him even tougher, Flea. I'm being honest, bro. Like, come on, man. Enough is enough, man. It ain't funny no more. It ain't funny no more.
It's not.
Go ahead, Flea. You wanted to respond. You were saying to something he said about the Portland thing.
No, it's just like, you know, I'm not saying nothing about anybody else, but you know, my closest friends call me the historian, right? For a reason, because I could spew off numbers from 86, right? Because I just love this shit like this. So he can't pass that off to Ernie and Kenny and Vince and act like, you know, because that's gonna go over their head. But I remember 2016. I remember them sweeping the Portland Trailblazers. I remember the team that he was talking about. But I also remember you losing that year. I also remember you getting walked down 3-1 that year. I also remember y'all winning 73 games and not winning a championship that year. So was the 73 games a fluke? Because the 72-10 Bulls, they win. They complete everything. Championship after. Right? So you win 73 games. You go up 3-1. Is the 73 games a fluke? Because the cherry on top, what solidifies the season is the championship. You weren't able to do that. And then, does it make your team a fluke if you got to go to the car, if you got to get on the phone, if you got to assemble the Hampton Five to go get one of the best scorers of all time, 4-time scoring champion, you go get? So what's really the fluke? Are the Golden State Warriors, were they a fluke before Kevin Durant? You won one championship. So what is that? Talk to me about the word fluke, because that's what it means. Lack of consistency. It only happened one time. So what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't like that. I don't like it.
Listen, Flea.
I don't like it.
I already know what you said by that little bit just there.
I don't like it.
And I'm totally with you, bro. Let me explain something to you. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Hear you just fine, OG.
This is why I hate when some dudes win championships. Draymond Green is riding high on a skill level that if he doesn't play with those loaded teams, he's not in the league.
Get drafted by Detroit, we never know you. Get drafted by Orlando, we never know you. He's pissed off at Indiana right now for not drafting him, OG. We would never know you.
Yo, let me go a little further, because y'all know I don't like him anyway. So whether you call me biased or whatever, he's one of the most overrated players of all time. I never liked this game. His defense is overrated. He's just an overrated player. And the tough guy thing, him always trying to slander New York and slander the Knicks. Once again, I'm disappointed. You was a second-round draft pick like Brunson. Where's the love at, bro? You know what it is to work hard. You know what it is to not be a high recruit. You know what it is to not come in as a star or superstar and got to earn that spot. What happened to my fellow brother? What happened to that? This is the hate. I keep telling you, and I'm going to say it again. They're jealous that Stephen Curry, his right-hand man, isn't must-see TV no more. The world is doing this. Jalen Brunson is must-see TV, and they still don't understand why. Instead of saluting it, congratulating it, the only one that gets it is Perk. Colin Cowherd said some sucker shit this morning. Everybody's still on sucker time. The only one that's keeping it thorough is Kendrick Perkins. Yo, man, Draymond Green. Yo, I can't even stand looking at him. I don't even want to talk about him no more. Somebody else go, man. He makes me sick to my stomach. Real talk. Real talk.
I keep bringing it up. I keep telling y'all, man. He keeps failing at trying to get his daddy LeBron on his podcast. They beefing with the Knicks. Remember, it was CAA versus Clutch. Still, it's not gonna work, bro. Like, you just suck. he had a really good like.
It just
Go ahead,
bothers me
Fleek.
that he could sit at the table with certain
Right.
niggas now. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. Call it hate all you want. He could sit at the table with certain niggas and talk a certain way with a certain cadence. I don't like that shit. He's on TV right now, sitting at a table with greats, right? With greats. Ernie is great at his craft. We know Shaq. Chuck, obviously we know Kenny is a champion, but like you get to sit at this table and like with your chest, shut the fuck down. I don't like that dude. I don't like him. I don't like him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
And I see people calling him like a poor man, like fake Dennis Rodman. Like, yo, not for nothing. Dennis Rodman ain't got a podcast either. He ain't got a podcast. Bill Laimbeer, none of these guys have a podcast. You're not really good at what you do. What game do you break down? He's still talking about we're a fluke, and we beat the brakes off the Pacers. Like, this is what I'm saying. But like, go ahead, please.
I just wanted to say this really quick. Comparison to Rodman, cool, all good. I was able to watch Dennis Rodman in 3 different uniforms do exactly what he was great at and help each team win. I watched Dennis Rodman do what he does and win championships, plural, with the Detroit Pistons. I watched Dennis Rodman do what he does and help lead a Spurs team to the Western Conference Finals. I watched Dennis Rodman do what he does and win 3 championships in a row with the Chicago Bulls. I have no clue what you look like outside of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. I have no clue what you look like. So stop talking to me about this greatness and you're a fluke. Let's talk about that. Your whole career's a fluke. Like, let me see you next to somebody else and be able to shine. You know why role players are so great? Because you could put Josh Hart on any team and he's going to shine. Any team Josh Hart goes to, he will shine. Right? Any team. Put Draymond Green somewhere else. I promise you we don't know his name.
Yo, bro, Draymond Green, when his career is over, he's going to average single digits and everything. He might average 8, 8, and 8. Like, and once again, you know, I don't like him, never liked him, never will like him. I'm never shy to say that. I've been on that time forever. When people used to try to hold him down. Listen, I don't even make the Dennis Rodman comparison. It's no comparison. He's nothing like Dennis Rodman.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. But once again, I'm just upset that these guys are so quick to disrespect our Knicks. You know, and it's like, okay, why isn't Minnesota a fluke? Why isn't OKC a fluke? We was in the second round last year. We was a 4th or 5th seed last year. This year we come back. It's looking like we go to the Eastern Conference Finals and we're a 2 seed.
50 wins.
Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, Fleet, Minnesota lost in the first round last year. They about to lose 4 straight, which I called after they won 2 games. They about to lose 4 straight and be out of here. Why isn't nobody calling Minnesota a fluke? What OKC did last year? Nothing. This year, looking good, but they could potentially lose in the second round. Why aren't they a fluke? Bro, it's the hate for New York, and I'm not taking it no more. Draymond Green could kiss my you-know-what and go to capital H-E-double-L all day long. It's New York, bro. It got to stop.
I think it's New York, but I think they're playing the same game like Barkley and them, and that's why inside the NBA and people are really up like this. It's split inside the NBA. We're gonna miss it because the camaraderie.
I ain't missing nothing no more. They kiss my ass. I don't like none of them no more.
That's how a lot of people feel now because it went from that to this. It felt like it's nothing but shenanigans. What are you guys really talking about?
Exactly.
Like Draymond, like when they asked him about the game last night, he had great input, but that means you need other guys to ask you the right question to lead you into a response. You sit there on a podcast and bring up things that just is gonna drive the algorithm up because you work with the volume and this, that, and the third, and when you work with LeBron and you got the money behind you, but what are you really marketing?
I'm tired of these rich niggas getting richer. Like we it's time for us to get rich. Our platform. All of these fucking athletes got podcasts. Stop making all these rich.
Hey,
get richer.
hold on, Flea, stay there.
That's
Fabian,
another story. I'm
Fabian,
sorry,
Fabian, who been saying that?
I didn't know.
Yo, listen.
Like, it's enough, man. It's enough. The people that's watching, we love and appreciate y'all so much for the comments, everything like that. But please don't take my comment out of line. It's respectful, y'all. It's respectful. But
real quick. John Infante stepped in the building. He's a member of the AllBall family. He joined us last week.
Gotta get love.
Yo, man, appreciate you, John.
The New York name is what they hate. With you, AllBall, it's been going on forever. John Infante, props to you, my brother.
Yes, big shout out.
Thank you.
Always we gotta stop and show you love, especially when for a clown like Draymond, he gotta get dragged. Because enough is enough. Like it's been so long about him, and he's just been exposing himself. And even I'm surprised Barkley they're very lazy. At least Barkley's funny. Like, yo, Draymond's not even funny, bro. He's sitting there laughing. What's so funny? Tracy Morgan snatched the mic and told you, stop talking about my team, bro. Like, we're playing great basketball. You're supposed to be an analyst, and you can't even accept the fact that you're dead wrong. And you're not breaking the game down. You're not saying anything. You didn't mention nothing about this. Why do I gotta rely on people on Twitter to break the game down for me? And you're supposed to be this genius at understanding basketball. I'm looking at Golden State funny. What did y'all get from this guy? Who's sitting down listening to him for what? He really bullied y'all? Like, I'm really disgusted. Nobody snuffed him? Nobody. This is nasty, man. And people on TNT, like Kenny Smith, you a chump, bro. You from left rack.
I don't listen. Listen,
man.
Flea, this is why I'm mad at Kenny Smith, right? For one, you from New York City. This is how lazy sports talk has gotten on TV. How does people pick Indiana to beat the Knicks? That's how lazy people got. Kenny the Jet Smith, you sitting on the panel, and I'm pretty sure you watch the basketball games. You sit there and let Charles Barkley and Shaq pick Indiana to beat us, and you don't let them explain how, bro. It's to the point where it's out of control. And I keep saying it. These guys ain't as smart as we all think they are. They don't know the game. I don't care how articulate you sound. When anybody that said Indiana will win this series, and you ain't been an Indiana fan since Reggie Miller days, you don't know the game or you hate the Knicks. Because there's no way in the world you do that. No way. No way.
Real quickly, because I got the AllBall family. By the way, Dominican New Yorker. By the way, I am a minister, a pastor, and follow the Knicks since 1969. Middle school.
Bless.
God is a Knicks fan.
Wow.
God bless. God bless you, brother.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Mr. Infante. We gotta connect with him. That's excellent. Yeah,
appreciate that. Thank you.
We appreciate that, man, for real. That just threw my whole train of thought off. That was an excellent comment.
And he seen those 2 championships.
Yeah, he was there. He was around. We love that. Shit, I would love to hear about that. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, OG. It's bad. Y'all got to know.
We need more New York Knicks fans like Tracy Morgan, bro. Real talk. No. Forget that, Flea. We got to hold these guys' feet to the fire. Y'all say y'all diehard Knicks fans. Start calling these dudes out. Seriously. Yo, bro, I love you. Like he told you, I love you. You family. But, bro, stop violating us. Real talk. When you say y'all gonna be miserable for the next 15 years, yo, bro, that's not cool to say.
Right.
That's not cool.
They got the Yala out of Miami to come up from Miami to come to a game. I saw Nori last night.
Come on, bro.
The game.
Sitting there looking awkward. Look, he don't even watch basketball. Come on, bro.
Has no clue what's going on.
That's Fat Joe going, yo. That's Fat Joe going, yo, bro. You got to experience this. But once again, we need more of the celebrities to call these guys out, man. Like, seriously, like, yo, what is it? What is it? Bro, you ain't gonna keep violating me and you my peoples. Because you really, like, you directly talking to us. Nah, bro, after a while, the disrespect has to stop. That's why I love Perk don't back down from Shaq and Barkley.
At all.
These guys think you're supposed to back down because they legendary. They did something. Nah, bro. Y'all wrong. And y'all been wrong now. This is the 2nd year. What happens next year and the year after? Like, nah, bro. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
That doesn't equate a fluke. Just wanted to say that.
And we know, listen, we had our criticisms of Perk when he first started. He was trying to figure out what to do. And it's not just because he's a Knicks guy now. He's fun. Even if he's wrong, he's funny. He got one-liners. I don't mind watching Kendrick Perkins. At least they'll have other guys there for the critical analysis and whatever else. But Stephen A. Smith, we see he's a joke of a fan. So at least we have Kendrick Perkins to be on ESPN. Like, we got Zach. You could have Zach Lowe and Kendrick Perkins sit up there all day long for me. Because you got two Knicks fans
and what's my other guy that I told you I just started rocking with? He kills everybody that dissed the Knicks. Tim Hardaway be on his platform.
Oh, Craig Carton.
Oh, Carton.
Love him. Oh, he's hilarious.
Carton just came home. He just came home. So he be with every K. He's not going to talk about the Knicks.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Shout out to Anderson Simpson. He just threw up $2. He said, yeah, he can go. He even give me a comment.
Appreciate you, Anderson Simpson.
Hold on, I even had to shake nothing for $2.
That's right. Thank you. That's
for the
right. Free? So you ain't have to show those Megan Thee Stallion knees, huh? That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Stand upright. Do not stay in the screen. Stand upright. Do not.
Oh, he said $1.50 me to drop down and get your eagle on, baby.
What's going on? No, because I've worn shorts around this man. Why would he call my knees and making it stand? How dare you?
Stand upright, please.
Sorry. I saw $2 in there, please. I got a little fluke out here. You guys are doing a great job. I love your presentation. This channel is going to be something big. Wow.
John, please put that on your prayer list for us. Please.
Thank you.
Please add that to your prayer list.
Oh, yeah. Monica McDonough on ESPN, all that. Like, I give Stephen A. props for all that, but I don't know if that's Stephen A. or if that's, Endeavor, the agency. But listen, man. Y'all got merch. Merch is coming up soon. See? Listen, man. We ain't playing around. You're going to see that all-ball merch. Flea. All that. John Infante, I will. We'll get into game 6 to what's that? Tomorrow? What's today? Wednesday? I don't know what day it is, y'all.
Well,
Friday.
What we do Friday, maybe before game 6 come on, we do like an hour preview or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely can. And and then we're gonna respond to all the people out here who just when we see anything, any Knicks reactions you want us to react to, any Knicks news, any craziness, again, if you don't know how to support us, that's how you support us, because how these algorithms work is just a guy from ESPN might say something crazy, and then you throw it to us, and we'll respond to it, and then we get into a conversation. And come on, man, we all bought family now. So, any other words, any other last words about the series so far? What we're looking forward to, how we feel?
Just for me, real quick, I just want to first give a shout out to everybody that supports, everybody that's in the comments, man. Y'all got to remember, we started this talking to ourselves with nobody in the building. So, listen, man, we really appreciate every single one of y'all. I talk to these brothers all the time. We all genuine. We really love this, man, and we need y'all help. Get us to the next level, and we'll bring y'all right along with us. Now, the series I took us in 6 is going how I thought it would go. Remember, I expect these games to be tough. We hurt, we injured, we tired. We don't have our guys. So for me, it's going just how I thought it would. I expect Brunson to be Brunson. We got a lot of rest. In game 6, I think we pack them up. It ain't going game 7. DiVincenzo owes us a big game. Josh Hart owes us another big game. And like I said, when we got this guy healthy, listen, man, we can take on anybody. So Friday night, I think we beat them. I think it's going to be a good game, no blowout. I think it's going to be a good game, close game, but we got the better player of the series, and I think we're going to come out with the win. And we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, baby, to play the Boston Celtics. Ooh.
Big shout out to John Infante, man. Want to say that first. And big shout out to everybody else that's been in the comments that continue to support us. Like AllBall said, this is not manufactured, y'all. This ain't manufactured. This is all organic.
Oh, if we tell them no script.
No script, all organic.
Look, no laptop or nothing. Look, I ain't got nothing.
if I flip the screen, y'all might see a damn laundry basket full of clothes in front of me right now. I'm just telling y'all that we put this together and really care and passionate about, you know, getting with y'all and talking Knicks basketball. As far as Game 6, I know we said we'll give our Game 6 preview on Friday. I'm not gonna say too much about Game 6. I'm just gonna say this: I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of my basketball team. I'm proud of our basketball team. I want us to just keep building on this. This feels good to be a fan of the New York Knicks. You guys have been fans probably a little longer than me just because you're older. But understand this. It doesn't feel good always to be a Knicks fan, right? Throughout your lifetime, the feeling hasn't always felt good. These last few seasons, watching this team put it together, I'm extremely proud of them, and I can't wait to see, you know, what's in store for us. What happens to end this season, what we look like next year, and going forward. Like, I think we finally got it. That, like, yo, build culture, build a home, get a head coach that wants to build a coach. We about to give an extension to Tibbs. Before I go, what do y'all think about that?
Ooh, how dare you? I like that question.
I'll roll. We could talk about that Friday. I think that's better to talk about Friday.
That's what we do. Don't give them too much.
Yeah.
We tune in Friday for the preview Game 6, and we're gonna talk how do we feel about Tibbs in that extension.
Yeah.
Well, we probably talk about the extension tomorrow. We out here every day, guys. 7 p.m.
Yeah.
7 p.m. Knicks Rehab every day. Ooh, June. What's up, baby? Blue, New York love.
Big shout out to June.
Come on, man. Appreciate you, June.
Don't make me come up out my tie.
Come on now.
Don't make me come up out my shit.
Come on now, look.
Don't make me come up out my shit now.
Come on now. Come on.
AllBall took the beating.
Yeah. Had me in here swinging his, you know what I mean? Swinging his hat around.
Whoa.
I said hat. I see. Get us out of here. Just get us
out of here, baby. Get us out of here.
Get us out of here.
I just wanted to say is one guy that I think is being overlooked, and we have to give him his props. Because we've been talking about everything else. We've criticized Tibbs, drag him through the mud. This is why Draymond Green can't stand us. Because shout out to Dime Dropper. He's the one that pointed out to me, yo, I think New York fans are the smartest fans I've ever, like, when I talk basketball to anybody, it's always you guys. It's a smart conversation. And I told them, bro, from when I was a kid, we were on a school bus, regular bus, water fountain. Some of us cut school, went to school, whatever it is. If that basketball conversation comes up, you better know what you're talking about. Because once you flaky, you know what you're talking about.
You could decipher that. You could get, it's like, not
yeah.
And it's 20 million of us over here. So when there's that crop, that little niche group of real basketball fans, and then it's one thing to be a basketball fan. We all got basketball friends that are basketball fans. But New York Knicks fans, we are literally the Bronx Zoo. That is where we are birthed from. Somehow the DNA comes from there. We're crazy. And because of that, we drag Tibbs. I'll drag Tibbs. I'll drag anybody. We haven't dragged Brunson because he doesn't deserve it. But we will if need be. And the one guy that's been dragged and hasn't really gotten his props, or just due, in my opinion, is James Dolan. At some point, I hope he sits down with Charles Oakley, shakes that man hand in public, because we need Charles out there. I want to see Charles out there. That would be the cherry on top. And I think he becomes King Dolan at that point, because for him to let up, do his little rock band thing, his little garage band thing, which I heard it wasn't that bad, but we dragged him.
Fabe, get us out of here. Fuck Dolan. Get us out of here. Get us out of here. I'm done with Dolan. Get us out of here. What are we doing?
Well, hold on. Oak said Dolan reached out to him.
His lawyer.
No, wait,
hold on. I'm worth $1 billion. You right, my lawyer gonna reach out to you. Get out of here. I ain't reaching out to you. I'm traveling the world playing the drums. What are you talking about?
Yeah, hold on. But please, that's a serious thing. Remember, I can't just call you. I don't know if you're recording me. I don't know.
Right. No, you're right. You're right.
Being a billionaire by accident. Yeah. And all I'm saying is, I understand. See, now look, you see how you feel, Flea? about Dolan. We all felt like that about Dolan. Let's not get this twisted. We all felt like that about Dolan. But what I'm saying is he got out of the way. He got out of the way.
That baseline shot, if you look at the baseline now, that baseline shot of Patrick, of Larry, Marbury, that doesn't happen if Dolan doesn't get out the way. Fully agree. That doesn't happen without Worldwide West, Leon Rose. That doesn't happen if so.
That's a fact, because half the niggas can't afford them goddamn.
Yo, get us out of here. Get us out of here, Fabian.
But I gotta get this. Listen,
I know I can't. That's why I ain't been there yet.
He said everything starts at the top. Leon and them, they are playing chess, not checkers. I agree with bring back Charles. Absolutely.
Yes. We need Oak.
Hey, AllBall, put your glasses back on. That's what June's saying. Put your glasses back on, man.
Yo, glasses.
Them glasses be too heavy. They be hurting right here, man. But I'm gonna.
He don't care. Listen, June don't care.
I'm gonna go get a cheap pair. I'm gonna buy some tomorrow. Find some $2 joints. I got y'all.
We gonna get them Knicks Rehab joints soon. Yeah,
we getting Knicks Rehab glasses. Word. Sponsored
Robert
by
Paulson. I ain't putting that up there, Robert Paulson. How dare you? That sounds crazy. That sounds like what Charles did the other day. No Diddy, Robert Paulson. How dare you?
What RP said? RP's my guy. I like
AllBall is the meat and the sunglasses sandwich.
All right, get us out. Get us out of here. Get us out of here.
Crazy. That was crazy. Yo, Knicks Rehab, Knicks for life. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. We're going to recap everything. If you hear anybody disrespecting the Knicks, send it over, the link preferably in the comments so I can click on it and we can load it up, and you know what to do.
Get the hell out of here.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.